What's up, Sigmas?
Today, we will be transforming the mathematical jargon of the disk method into brain rot Gen Z slang. So, picture this. You are a skibbity toilet, and you need to measure the amount of water that can be held within the toilet bowl. So, imagine the dead meme on the xy axis, and this can be visualized by the function f of x equals x squared revolved around the y-axis. To measure this, imagine you cut this segment into tiny little cylinders where the toilets can skibbity, each with a radius r, that is equivalent to the function f of x. So, the total estimate of the volume of the graph would just be a repetitive summation of all the small cylinders, each with a volume of pi times r squared times h, where h is the height. However, the toilet has negative riz, since you can't really add up those tiny pieces to get the exact volume because the function is curved. To escape this dilemma, and because you want to achieve financial stability at 20 years old, don't waste your time like a beta adding up all the disks, and instead, use an integral that was developed by the alpha math masters Newton and Leibniz. Through this integral, you would take an infinite amount of infinitely small disks from your set interval points to come up with a sum calculating the function. For example, if the skibbity toilet bowl was 2 feet in depth, you would take the integral from 0 to 2. Since each of these disks you're finding are horizontal, your integral would be set up in terms of horizontal lines. The width becomes infinitely small, or dy, and because the radius is the change in x of the function f of x, you'd want to isolate the y variable for the function f of x is equal to x squared. This would lead you to have the function x is equal to the square root of y. Like the function of the cylinder, the integral of pi times from 0 to 2 of square root of y squared, dy, is used and thrown into your calculator. Or you can manually evaluate the integral yourself, but that wouldn't be so sigma. You are not here to calculate. So, using the example we gave, we can find the amount of water that the skibbity toilet bowl can hold through the integral of pi from 0 to 2 square root of y squared dy, which equates to roughly 6.283 volumetric units. That is all for today's video. Make sure you hit that bell so you don't miss out on any future updates. Have a Sigma day. This is Ding Chin signing off.
I gotta go to Ohio. If I just keep up my mewing streak while I gritty, one day I'll go. If I goon, there's just no edging in Ohio. I know every Sigma in this life.